psychic reading. What is the future of DC under Trump? We're Trinity Oracles. We have 3 psychic sisters. I'm Erica. This is Jasmine. Kansas not here today. Enroll in our Oracle Card Readers Academy, where you can learn how to read cards just like us. We also have a really juicy Patreon, and check out our Celebrity and World Predictions blog, and book your own personal reading.
All the links are in the description box below.
Yes. And also join us on TikTok. We just started.
Oh yeah, what's on TikTok?
Trinity Oracles.
There you go.
We're going to put lots of cool tips on there and fun stuff, so join us.
Exactly. We will include the link to our TikTok, our official TikTok, in the description box below.
Yeah, so you guys all know Donald Trump today took over the DC police and enlisted the National Guard because he said that he is tired of DC being basically run rampant with homeless and the high crime. So he basically has been threatening for months for the
federalization of Washington, D.C.
Yeah, he basically told them to clean it up, and they didn't do up to his standards, so he basically enlisted the National Guard, and he took over. So people want to know, what is the future of the homeless issue in D.C.? Because he said get rid of all the homeless people, move them out the way.
Because he's doing a live to talk about the beautiful city of Washington, D.C. that he's...
He said he's going to beautify. That's what he said. It's going to be beautiful. That's what he said.
I tried to do a Trump impression, but it didn't work. I should have did it. He might come after us.
Exactly. Okay. Wow. Okay, they keep showing there is going to be a mass cleanup of homeless in Washington, D.C., especially around the White House.
Mm-hmm.
They are showing up the positive movement for Clark. I said he actually is going to get them to get rid of the homeless, or at least move them far away from where he doesn't want to see them.
Mm-hmm.
So what he actually is going to do is actually going to work.
Exactly. I heard the same thing, and then I'm also hearing they say it's going to be a progressive, like, clearing out. So, yeah, but I'm going to say this, though. You will hear homeless advocates, though, reaching out to the Trump administration like, hey, you moved the homeless to this city, or where's the resources for them? Like, hey, how are you just going to get rid of their stuff? You know, their stuff is, like, important. So you will hear people, homeless advocates, sticking up for them. They keep showing this young lady, like, with, like, it's almost like she's filming herself, like, you know what? The homeless, they got moved from Washington, D.C., and now they're here. And I see her, like, filming. How did it feel when Trump sent people in to clear out your tent? To clear out. So you will see people, but there's this young lady, I keep seeing her, like, advocating for the homeless the best way she can. I feel like she's going to use social media as her tool. But there's going to be other people, but there's something about her being, like, the mainstay of it. The people of D.C., though, will be satisfied not only with what Trump does, but after Trump's federalization ends, they're going to be happy with the future of Washington, D.C. after the end of the federalization.
I'm curious where he's going to put them all.
I have no idea,
but...
They
got the power number 8, and they said, basically, like, he basically doesn't want to see them. He's like, when I go to Washington, D.C., I don't want to see any homeless people. So it's like, if they're not in his view, he's happy. So they said people are just going to start questioning what he's going to do with them. But they said people watching D.C. are actually going to be happy because they're like, at least it is safer, you know, a safe community for us and our family.
Exactly.
So they'll actually, like, be okay with it.
I also get, they're going to do a lot of church, I feel like a lot of churches are going to step in and pave the way to help homeless. So you're going to hear the churches, hey, we're going to allow them to stay here, or they can get food here, or they can sleep here, or they can use our parking lots. You know, I do see that. Is Trump and them going to have the church? No, I feel like the churches are going to step in. That's just what I feel is going to happen. I don't think it's through Trump.
They keep showing he's not going to get a lot of backlash, actually. They say he actually won't. So, okay. So, Judge Janine Pirro, she basically, they're talking about all the crimes that are done in Washington, D.C. and all the crimes that are done by children, teenagers. So are they going to get stricter crimes on children and teenagers?
Stricter punishment.
Stricter punishment. Because she said basically, like, they get a slap on the wrist, they don't get in trouble. So are they going to start lowering the age and be like, hey, if you're 14 committing petty crimes, car thefts and stuff, are they going to be putting them in jail?
She used the word like coddled. Like, it's she's tired of teens getting coddled for like crimes and stuff. She actually thinks they should be charged as adults. If I'm correct, quote unquote, I'm not sure.
That's not for right. That's yeah.
Do you guys remember watching Judge Jeanine Pirro? I remember watching Judge Jeanine Pirro when she had her own show.
Who that is.
Yeah, she used to have her own show, just like Judge Maybelline and Judge Mathis. She had her own court show, and then next thing you know, she was on Fox News as like a correspondent, I think, and then she's on under Trump's leadership. I forgot what her title is though. Let me stop all this talking.
Yeah. They said stricter punishment for crimes actually is not going to be established for children.
Oh, okay.
They said unfortunately it's not going to work. So, you know, if you're 14, you're committing petty crime and stuff, and you might get a slap on the wrist, or you might get threatened with juvie, or go to juvie. They said just going to continue that. So I'm getting a no. Yeah.
But they say you will hear about them continuing to talk about it, though. Like, there needs to be reform. There needs to be stricter punishments. These teens need to be held accountable. But it's just, no. I just don't feel like that is going to be... I don't think that's going to be happening. But will they try? I actually see them trying, but I think it falls flat.
Yes. They are saying they are going to do something with the school system. So maybe they might have troubled kids, and they're like, hey, instead of like
reform.
Yeah, like reform school, or getting more like mental health counselor to ask them like, why are you having this type of behavior? Why are you doing this? Like, do you want to go to like a trade school or a boot camp or something like that? They said, I got the Heart Child card. They actually are going to be more compassionate towards children who are doing these like petty crimes, asking them like, why? And
I just heard Spirit say giving them something to do.
Yes.
And not in the negative way, like what are your dreams? What are your aspirations? You know, stuff like that. I keep seeing like men coming in. They keep showing lots of mentors are going to be used to help these troubled youth. And all of a sudden I saw a flock of black men. And not just black men, there's going to be other races, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of African American men working with these youth. I think there's going to be a call for let's help these youth.
Exactly. Okay. So Trump tried to extend his federal takeover past the 30 days. Or maybe he might renew the 30 days. Is he going to do that? I think in the Washington DC people, they're going to be very happy with stuff he's doing.
I don't know why they keep showing me this vision of this pregnant homeless woman. I think, there could be some big news around a pregnant homeless woman in DC. She's going to get like interviewed and stuff like that. So,
I'm getting, there's a big possibility he won't extend his 30 days or reapply, because they keep saying like once he sees that basically things are actually starting to change in this 30-day time frame, he's like, okay, like I said, I told him to do something, they're doing it. So he's like going to back away.
But I do feel like he will threaten it though.
Yes.
Like if the crime rate even goes up some, I'm not afraid to use it again.
Yeah, I got the waiting card. Yeah, he said he's going to be really like observing what's really going on. Like, are they following what he told them to do? But they did say, according to Google, they did say that the crime rate did drop like 26%, like in Washington D.C. So
yeah, they keep saying intermittent threats. For some reason, they keep bringing up future politicians. Will actually pretty much try to keep up D.C.
Yes.
Not just Trump, but future politicians. So.
That was one of the questions. So through his action, will crime actually continue to go down in Washington, D.C.? So you kind of already answered the question.
See, I'm getting more of like trying to keep it clean. Like, yes.
So will the crime rates actually start to continue to go down due to Trump's, his actions? I got the transformation card.
I get crimes will go down, but they won't. This is after Trump.
That's what I got.
And they're like, in certain areas, crimes will go down, and in certain areas, crime will pretty much stay the same. But I'm getting people will overall be appeased with more of the cleanliness of DC. So they're like, it's gonna depend on where you live at, where you live, or where you visit. Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
I am getting it. They keep saying that there's going to be I got a transformation card. There's going to be mass arrests in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
And they said, like, people who've been complaining about the same people, like, oh, you know, you have these, whatever, people, thugs, gangsters, whatever, they've been doing these crimes. They're like, there's mass arrests about to happen.
Oh, wow.
And And they said people are going to be happy. Like, we've been trying for years and finally they got arrested and they're going to be put in jail or whatever.
I don't know, but for some reason they're bringing up alligator Alcatraz in Florida. And I know this has nothing to do with Washington, D.C. What is Spirit? What are you trying to show me about alligator Alcatraz? Wow. There could be talks of trying to bring another... Hold on.
Another type of alligator.
No, it's not another alligator Alcatraz, but I think there could be rumblings of opening some type of camp for teens and kids. Similar to alligator Alcatraz.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, but for the hardened teen criminals and kids. Like,
do you remember on Maury Povich when they used to like take the teen kids who are out of control and they used to put them in the prisons to scare them?
Oh yes.
They used to work for them. They used to turn around like, I don't want to be here.
It's true. I remember this young girl, she was like, I don't want to have a baby no more. I don't want to sleep with nobody no more. Like, cause she was with like 5 different men in one night. And she was like, I see my value now and all sorts of stuff. One girl was with a cheeseburger and she's like, I got bacon on my cheeseburger.
Erica, stop. She said, I was just like laughing about this. She said that. She actually came back. She actually did have a baby.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
She was pregnant. She came back to her aunt who was taking care of her. I think it was her aunt or sister. She's like, I have a secret and I'm pregnant again. Her aunt was like, no.
Oh,
but she actually did change her life. She just, became a teen mom and stopped getting with men for cheeseburgers.
And Lord
bacon cheeseburgers.
Jesus, you can find $1.25 on the ground and get yourself a cheeseburger, girl. You ain't had to do all that to get a cheeseburger with some bacon. Okay.
Cheeseburgers ain't $1.25 now. Probably like $5. You gotta work extra hard. Beef prices are going up, and Jasmine did predict that beef prices were going to go up. You didn't say that.
And that there was going to be a cattle shortage.
And there is. So.
Yep. But yeah, so there's going to be talks, or politicians could be talking about opening up some type of similar facility like that. I haven't looked to see if it's actually going to be open, but I feel like
crazy.
We're going to hear something like that. So
yeah. Woo. So if you like this reading, like this video, subscribe. Also, we have Square now for payment, along with PayPal. So if you guys didn't want to use PayPal, we have Square now. Join us on TikTok, enroll in our Oracle Card Readers Academy, and until next time, bye.